Now, the Israeli Prime Minister Netanyahu gave a 45-minute-long speech at the United Nations General Assembly, and he vowed to finish, as he described in his words, the job in the Gaza Strip. And he's also rejected the recognition of Palestinian statehood, which some European nations have now endorsed. Now, as soon as Netanyahu stepped up to the podium to speak, a number of the delegates decided to stage a walkout. Now, Hamas said that the staged walkout before Netanyahu's United Nations speech was a clear depiction of the Israeli isolation on the global stage, which clearly showed that these many number of nations do not agree with the Israeli war on the Gaza Strip.
Please, order in the hall.
All right, so it is to these empty chairs that the Israeli Prime Minister, of course, spoke to. He wore a pin with a QR code that showed the aftermath of Hamas's 7th of October attack. Now, Netanyahu began his address to this nearly empty United Nations Assembly Hall, and he insisted on his resolve to finish the job that he had started in the Gaza Strip. And he claimed that what he was trying to do was to eliminate the final remnants of Hamas in the Gaza Strip.
But we're not done yet. The final elements, the final remnants of Hamas are holed up in Gaza City. They vow to repeat the atrocities of October 7th again and again and again, no matter how diminished their forces. That is why Israel must finish the job. That is why we want to do so as fast as possible.
Netanyahu also declared that his voice was actually echoing from the UNGA all the way to the desolation and to the bombed buildings of the Gaza Strip, because he had asked his military to install loudspeakers inside of the bombed ruins of the Gaza Strip so that the Palestinians could hear to the speech that he was giving at the United Nations.
Our brave heroes. This is Prime Minister Netanyahu speaking to you live from the United Nations. We have not forgotten you, not even for a second. The people of Israel are with you. We will not falter and we will not rest until we bring all of you home.
Now, the Israeli Prime Minister also slammed the Western countries, that is the United Kingdom, France, Canada, Portugal and others, who have just recognized Palestinian statehood. And he claimed and insisted that under his leadership, Israel would not allow for a Palestinian state to come into existence.
You know what message the leaders who recognize the Palestinian state this week sent to the Palestinians? It's a very clear message. Murdering Jews pays off.
All right, while the Israeli Prime Minister was speaking to an empty hall inside the United Nations General Assembly, this is what was happening on the outside in Times Square in New York. The protesters took to the streets. During Netanyahu's address, they called for the end to the war on the Palestinians in Gaza and for the release of the remaining hostages. Netanyahu asked Hamas again to lay down its arms or to face death. Now, the Israeli Prime Minister spoke about the future of the Gaza Strip, saying that the Palestinian Authority reads Hamas's textbook and is corrupt to the core. So he does not want the Palestinian Authority either to take over the administration of Gaza. He concluded with a final message, saying that Israel seeks to be a beacon of progress, ingenuity, innovation for the benefit of all humanity. Envision that West Asia will look dramatically different in the coming years. And in the Israeli war on the Gaza Strip, more than 65,000 Palestinians have been killed and more than 150,000 Palestinians have been grievously wounded, many of them undergoing amputations. And at this moment, there is famine in large parts of Gaza Strip, and the Palestinians are said to be starving.